athlete for mankind.
Hey, welcome to the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. I'm Jammer.
And I am Shagdog. Hey, I like those. Before you go, Jammer, I like those sneakers. They're like Trump sneakers, but we should get more money, I think.
I'm surprised that you're joining me on today
Yeah, it was a rough night at work, so
for this Jammerthon.
yeah, Jammerthon here at 8:22 in the morning.
I poured this pretty hard here. I got Fat Orange Cat Baby Leprechauns. It's a Session Indian Pale Ale, 5.9 ABV. No grade on the BA.
Oh, I am doing Green Flash's Imperial Indian Pale Ale, 91 on Beer Advocate. It's an Imperial IPA, and see if it says what kind of hops or anything. No, it doesn't say what kind. Yeah.
Well, mine says it's a New England Indian Pale Ale, dry hop with Mosaic and Citra Pale Yellow with a fluffy white head, a small nip of bitterness on the front that mellows out into a playful melody of passionfruit, citrus, and peaches. It has a full mouthfeel, yet it's gentle enough on the palate that you want to snuggle all even on the couch with it.
Yeah, Jammer fan was talking about this brewery, and I was confused. I think we did a beer by Green Light and not Green Flash.
Green Lantern or Green Lightning or
Yeah,
green,
it was some
Green
type of
Bach, Green Bay, Green Bach. Yeah, I know. It's Green Briar.
No, this is back when Sunoco over there at the gas station was selling some craft beers, and I got like a big stout bottle. I think it was Green Lightning Black IPA or something stout or something. Anyhow. Yeah.
Well, mine has got that hazy yellow, creamy looking color that normal Indian Pale Ales have, kind of cloudy and everything. Got a nice white, creamy looking head. Ooh, it smells nice and juicy.
I got another old one.
An IPA, piney, grapefruit, resiny type smells. Yeah, I don't know if you watched any of the videos I did yesterday. I only did 5. I think it was 5. Yeah, yep, 5. I'm just looking at the cans because I was setting them aside to keep track of them as I was drinking. I didn't want to go too far, and then turn around and be,
Yeah, I saw you mentioned something about the dates.
Yeah. I noticed that Total Wine and More even had the stuff that was from 2022 there. And I'm like, they're trying to sell it for full price. And granted, it may be good in the can as long as it's sealed and it's not been exposed to anything. It might be all right. But I don't want to take the chance and pay full price for it. I may, put a couple of dollars on it. Yeah, okay, I might grab it and try it and see it. It would do them a favor. They would get rid of them,
Yeah, this one might be all right because it's 9% ABV, but it does have a date of 7/26/23.
Mm-hmm. And then there was some that they had the best before date, and then some had just the date. And I'm like, well, now I don't know if that's a born on date or if it's a best before date,
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to take the chance on them. And there was a couple of ones that I really would have liked to have tried. But I'm like, I'm not doing it,
Whew.
Anyway, I'm going to take a sip of mine. And you go ahead and describe yours all you want.
Yeah, it's definitely cloudy, dark, amber orange, I guess you could say. A little goldish, I guess. The head's off white. Nice little pinky head, I guess, left.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a caramel malt. A light fruit smell in there, almost a peach almost. Not really a peachy peach, but slight hint of peach. And you pick up a little hop. It's fruity, though. Almost, I smell maybe a peachy passion fruit almost, yeah. Anyhow, let's do it.
Well,
cheers.
Mine, cheers.
Oh, did you already smell yours? I didn't even know if you smelled it.
I did that already. That's why I said you go ahead and describe yours while I take a sip of mine.
Oh, okay.
Mine is pretty smooth, easy to drink. That Mosaic and Citra hops are complementing each other really well. It's got that fluffy white head that kind of just, sticks to my stash. But it does have when it says it has a playful melody of passion fruit, citrus, and peaches. Yeah, I could see that it has a melody of citrus fruit and passion fruit, and peaches all together rolled in one. And it's juicy. It's kind of juicy, yet it has a dry finish. So it's kind of interesting. And one of these type of IPAs that I think that you wouldn't mind so much.
And this one, it's hoppy, but it has enough caramel maltiness to it, so it kind of smooths it out. But you can tell it's kind of hoppy, but covered a little bit by that. A little bit of a floral hop in there too, but it does have a little bit of a peachy. I shouldn't say peach because it's not like everybody's probably thinking, oh, it tastes like peach. Not really like peach, but a peachy, slight fruitiness to it. Yeah.
Yeah. This has a peach flavor, but it's not a sweet peach. It's just a peach whiff of peach. It's like, poof, it's there and it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a hint of almost if you ever had simply peach. It doesn't taste like regular peach. Yeah. Peaches, it's kind of a watered down peach, I guess you could say, or something.
Oh yeah, I agree there, my friend, with mine. So we got similar in a wild way. I didn't even try to match you with your beer. I'd already pulled this out and decided to do it when you said you were going to do that one. It was so we must have been in tune. You got a pale ale there, and I got an Indian pale ale.
So does it have any baby leprechauns on the can, or?
It's all cat leprechauns.
Oh, cats. Cat leprechauns. Okay. It's kind of like the aristocrats. I don't know if you remember the old Disney cartoon, The Aristocrats.
Yeah, the
Aristocats.
Yeah.
Aristocats, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little worried.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was a little worried about this one because everybody I looked at described it as like really hoppy. I'm like, crap. Oh, yeah. But I think the malty backbone of it smooths it out pretty good.
Something like that with a malty background or backbone or whatever you want to call it. If it's done right, it can really complement a pale ale or Indian pale ale. I agree.
And a lot of hopheads probably don't like a little maltiness to it. Their full force of hops, I guess.
But you see, like the Mosaic and the Citra, by themselves they're good, but together they complement each other on this one. I like Citra hops already, a big time. Like Citra hops, I think it's got a wonderful flavor that's not overly bitter or overly sweet or bland or any way. And I just really enjoy it. But putting them together is a nice compliment. There's a bitterness there. It's a smoothness, easy to drink. I would say this is a very well done sessionable Indian pale ale. I mean, it's not the greatest one, but it's a good one.
So what's the ABV on that?
5.9.
Okay, yeah, this one's 9.1. It doesn't even taste like it. I'm thinking maybe 6.5, maybe.
Well, you're hitting hard.
Yeah. This would be one that hit you. You slam down 3 or 4 of these, be like, oh.
Uh-oh. Catch up to you.
And somebody like me, you slam down 1.
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of grade I'll get this.
That's kind of like if Lord of the Rings music was gay.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck.
If Lord of the Rings was made as a 90s TV show.
Yeah. Or was that that witch show? What was her name?
Sabrina.
Sabrina, yeah.
Yeah. I did see a Game of Thrones one. It was like that had music like that. If Game of Thrones was a 90s series and it had the Game of Thrones theme song, but it was made like that kind of music, That was
It's
pretty
all
funny.
supposed to be, being that we have somewhat I got baby leprechauns, you got the green flash,
Yeah.
that kind of. I figure it's kind of leftover St. Patty's Day, type beers. So I was wanting to play, you know, Irish music in the background, and this I don't know what the heck.
Yeah, not only is it Jammerthon right now and your leftover St. Patty's Day stuff, it's also Easter.
Yes, Easter weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be some good music for Easter too. I think if Jesus was Irish, he'd enjoy it. Speaking of Jesus and it's Easter, let me go ahead and give my grade. I'll give my grade first.
Yeah, and then I'll give my grade.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like IPA, Imperial, especially an Imperial IPA with a multi background to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it an A- and a swaff.
Wow, that's pretty good. I'll have to mark that down and to try one day.
Yeah.
Mine, I'm just going to give it a straight up B and a swallow. It's easy to drink, pleasant, not offensive in any kind of way, meshes well together, but I don't think it's all the greatest. I just think it's a good one. Yeah. So now back to Jesus being Irish.
Oh, Jesus. Besides being Irish, 3 most selling books or most printed books in history. The Bible.
Yeah.
You never believe what 2 and 3 are. You know what they are? Nope. That might be in the top 10 for all I know, but we'll have to look that up someday. But something similar, a social type book like that. But
what is that? The one, the Russian one?
Nope, it's the other one below them. Chinese one, his little red book. The guy
in the Rye?
Chinese Revolution dude, Mao Zedong or whatever his name was. His little red book.
Okay.
And that was number 3. And number 2 is Lord of the Rings.
Well, that's only because of recent years, I think.
Well, I think even before that, it was a big seller way back in the day.
Yeah, but recent years have made it more popular.
Yeah.
With the movies and all that stuff.
It was definitely popular, at least in English-speaking countries, because, Led Zeppelin, one of their albums, has songs referring to it,
Oh, yeah. They also referred to, what's his name, the Pied Piper and all that stuff.
Yeah. But the moral of that story is those top 3 books is, even though Mao Zedong, really the book actually has stories in it, like kind of like bedtime stories, Chinese-type bedtime stories, some of it. So they're all stories about hope.
Is that what it is?
Yep. That's what the pastor said on the radio on the drive home from work this morning.
Oh, interesting. I say, if I remember correctly, Mein Kampf has to be in the top 10 because of the sales of it back, even during the World War II, was big because they gave a copy of it to every newlywed couple.
Yeah, once it became a leader, probably people bought it a lot.
Well, they were forced to buy it.
I think some people bought it just because, hey,
And then on top of that, after him, the war and everything, people were wanting to learn more about him, and so they buy it and everything just to try to get inside the mind of the craziness of it,
Yeah, with the German people, I wish, because a lot of people were, not brainwashed, but they've screwed us since World War I. They've been putting us down. We haven't been able to produce stuff, whatever. And we got this new leader making us great again, And I don't want to compare it to make Germany great again, But that's kind of funny. But so they say a lot of people were not brainwashed, but believed him. He's going to make us great. And most of the countries that he took back at the beginning were areas that belonged to Germany before.
Well, the
until you
thing about it is that they were being heavily taxed so much to pay the reparations for World War One,
right.
which was really unfairly the way they were doing it. They should have done it over a long period of time, and yes, they need to pay reparations, but made it to where it wasn't so detrimental to their economy and to them, to the people, the actual people.
Right.
But they lost all kinds of pride, self-respect, everything after that war. And so when Hitler came along, it was ripe for somebody to say, we need to bring pride back to the country. We need to
Right.
take, we need to show that we can do these things and all. And hey, Jeff G's on there. Happy
Hey, Jeff.
Easter.
Yes. Happy Jammerthon.
Yeah, yeah, Jammerthon. Yeah, but yeah, it's craziness. That he and then like you said, he took over those countries, brought them back into the fold there, and did it without even firing a bullet.
Right. Yeah. So now, if they did it the way that we did after World War II, the Marshall Plan, where we rebuild all of Europe, of course, a lot of American tax dollars going into that plan, just like with NATO.
And it's still going.
Yep. And Trump is right. I mean, with NATO, we should be paying the bulk. We're the only live in Europe.
Yeah.
Germany, Britain, France, Italy, whoever's by the Poland, all of them should be paying their fair share. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, being that you're here and you're on the Jammerthon with me today,
Right.
even though you're working today.
Yeah, I got to work tonight. Yeah. Let's not think people I'm going to work after I drink a few.
Yeah, you are. Just 10, 12 hours later.
Yeah.
No, what I was getting at is the fact that being that you're on here, yeah, I didn't get to talk to you about it, but what do you think about the bridge?
Oh, the bridge. I mean,
We briefly spoke about it, but not much.
Yeah. When I was watching that morning, nobody even on the news mentioned. I'm like, well, it looks like the power went out twice. Came back on, went out, and nobody on the news was saying that at all. I was like, am I the only one seeing this? It looks like lights go out, come back on, lights go out again. But even still, I think they must have dropped the anchor because all of a sudden it's coming like at an angle like this, and all of a sudden it straightens out, coming straight towards that pillar. So that they must have dropped the anchor wrong, and they shouldn't have dropped the anchor. Otherwise, they would have kept going this way.
Well, first of all, this is what's the strange part about it. They're going a route that they don't normally go.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and two, it just so happens that when they need a distraction, there's something happens. Yeah. When they need a distraction against all this stuff going on and everything,
right.
and with the government doing all kinds of things, all of a sudden, boop, okay, here, this happens, okay, and not only that, but something to drive prices up. It's going to drive prices on up, and there's going to be a shortage of supplies, because that container ship, the container company said they're not going to be delivering to America anymore. Because they don't have a port to go to. They have ports to go to. They just don't want to go to another port.
And there's ports all along the East Coast. You got Charleston, Philadelphia. I'm not sure if they have a big port, but I think they have something. I know they got a naval base by Philadelphia. Yeah.
But
anyhow,
they could do it, and it just. I don't know. They said the bridge was being worked on, potholes being filled. I have a theory that they probably, and I don't know how true it would be because I don't know the history of the.
I have a feeling where you're going. I just know you.
Just because the history of the maintenance of it and all that stuff. Hey, we can't just tear down Sir Francis Scott Key's bridge because this is a historic thing, we can't do that.
Right.
But if there's an accident, we can collect the insurance money.
I knew you were going there.
And guess what? We'll build a bigger and better one.
Right. All you got to do is blackmail the captain of the boat, right? Well, we got pictures of you and these homosexual
We saw
pictures
you
of
on
you.
Pedo Island with Epstein,
Right, and P. Diddy.
Clinton, and all.
And P. Diddy.
Yeah. So, I mean, you start looking at it, and you have to think to yourself, "This is crazy."
Yeah. Hey, what's up with P. Diddy?
I don't know what's up with P. Diddy.
The rapper P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs P. Diddy.
He's a satanic worshiper now, isn't he?
I guess they're after him for child trafficking or something.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
But what I'm wondering is, it's weird. I heard a little bit on the news. I haven't watched TV that much this week, but what's really weird is a lot of these young people. I was like, I say, oh, Puff Daddy, and they're like, who? I'm like, P. Diddy. Like, I never heard him called Puff Daddy. I said that's what he was originally called, was Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy Combs, and then became P. Diddy later. They're like, what?
That just P. Diddy makes me think of somebody doing golden showers or something.
Oh, well, my brother's got to change his nickname now because that's his nickname. Yeah.
I know. That's who I thought you were talking about at first.
No, he's gonna have to go back to Stemfo D. That was his first rap nickname.
He probably has to come up with an altogether new one because that's pretty far out there. What is that? What is it? Stenful, like a stencil, or
I don't know. Stenfoe. Stenfo. Stemfo D. I don't know where he came up with that. It was when he was really young and came up with that.
Probably because he didn't know how to spell.
I think he was trying to come up with a. You remember this? What was the other kid on the Little Rascals? Not Buckwheat, but the other ones. Was it Stimpy?
Spanky.
No, the other black kid. He used to wear the weird hat. Not Buckwheat, but the other one. I think it was Stimpy, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
So I think that it kind of came up. Okay, Stimpy, Stenfo. He tried to come up with a cool African American name, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You sure he wasn't just trying to stay in the same aspect of like your other brother being called Spanky?
I don't know.
Coming up with an S nickname.
I don't know how he came up with Stemful D. That was when we lived in New York, actually. So he was really young when he came up with that one. Because when we moved to Pennsylvania, I was 15. He was 13.
Have to ask him.
Yeah. Well, Spanky's original. You want to know Spanky's original nickname?
Sure.
He got the nickname Spanky when we moved to the other side of town.
I think I knew this story.
Somehow he got the nickname Spanky at that school, 6th grade. But before that,
got caught whacking off in the closet, right?
No, no, just somebody said he looked like Spanky from Little Rascals.
Okay.
But before that, his nickname was the Brothers. When he went to this one school on the east side of town, there was a lot of brothers in that school, and they named him Jelly Belly.
Jelly Belly.
And then they called him JB for short.
Oh, who was it that was a Jelly Donut?
There's a country singer named Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. My brother was Jelly Belly.
Is that now like the jelly beans? Jelly Belly.
I guess his belly just jiggled there, like, yeah, your belly is like jelly. Yeah. Now my original nickname, one of the first nicknames I got was two of them was Super Spence.
All right, so there you go. There's 3S nicknames.
Yeah, I was throwing basketballs behind my head, making the shots. They were like, "Wow, you're Super Spence." Mm-hmm. And then another nickname I got when we went swimming in 5th or 6th grade for school. We had to go to high school and go swimming class.
Bobber?
No, but how you gotta get dressed, take showers or whatever. And one of the kids said, "Wow, your fucking balls are huge." And remember Elfie the Wonder Dog for the cereal. Yeah. Somebody said Elfie the Wonder Balls is what they was calling me. And then I got boner because my friend's sister said I had a big boner when she bit it. God bless her soul.
She bit it?
Yeah, she said she was going to do this, but she just bit the tip.
Oh, jeez.
Left teeth marks in it.
Oh, boy. How mean is that?
Yeah, but it was about the best I could do, so I was happy.
Did you just jizz right there?
No. I wanked it later.
Because I was about to say, but you turn around and she bites you. Well, you got to be traumatized to a degree.
No, I mean, she didn't bite it real hard, but enough to leave a little bit of teeth marks. Yeah. God rest her soul. She passed away last summer.
Playful bite?
Yeah, it was a playful bite.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, but that's all she did though. She wouldn't do nothing else. So I was like,
what the heck? Why not?
Yeah, I loved her too.
Well, I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah.
She bit your cock.
Super Spins, LP to Wonder Balls, Boner, and the Boner. When I went to football practice, me and my friend at football practice, we went. She started calling me Boner after that, and the little brother, like 6, 7 years old, heard them call me Boner. He's got a big boner. Boner. Hey, your name's Boner. Well, I was at football practice, me and my friend, and we had a break, 30-minute break. So we went riding around on our bicycles, and we saw my friend's little brother, and he said, "Hey, Boner." And the guy in the football team was like, "Boner?" I was like, "Yeah, they call me Boner." And he got back to football practice. He's like, "His nickname's Boner." And then the coach made a play called the Boner Runner Run and the Boner Runner Pass after me. And we actually ran it in a championship game. It didn't work too well, but that's when I was in 8th grade. And then after that, of course, I moved to Pennsylvania. A guy from North Carolina, Mark Dittberg, he moved there about 3 weeks after we did. And he said, "You know what? You look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo." And that's how I got Shaggy.
Yeah.
All the way up till I met you, and you said, "Oh, you got to put your nickname on the bullet ball." I was like, "I don't want to put Shaggy on there," and you're like, "Well, how about Shagdog?" I was like, "Yeah, that sounds good."
Yeah,
there we go.
Funny, and I don't know the logic of why I said that, but it must have been just pure inspiration.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't want Shaggy. How about Shagdog? Yeah. Snoop Dogg, Shagdog. Who cares? Who knows?
I like to think I said it because your womanizing ways.
That was back in my young days, though. Yeah, I didn't have much success at womanizing. You can't womanize too much if the women don't come around.
Oh boy.
You can't be too much of a male chauvinistic if there's no women around to male chauvinize, or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, man, that was fast.
I'm ready for the next one. We're at 28 minutes, Jammer.
All right, let's do that. Let's go to another one.
Actually, well, it's really funny. Before we started talking, we were done drinking by 14 or 15 minutes. I was gonna cut it off, but
yeah.
Oh well.
We drifted off into all the different topics of the
day. I'm Easter.
All right. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Jeff G, if you want to hang on, and we'll be right back in just a bit. And whoever else may be out there,
all of our fans.
Yeah, the Jammerthon continues.
The Jammer
Easter weekend.
Kind of like Jerry Lewis. Whatever that one he had.
Yeah, that was the MDA telethon, whatever.
Yeah, that was close around Easter, right?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
I see where you're going with this. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think it's pure inspiration.
You're going to be famous for this. We're going to be helping kids, and I'm going to be your sidekick.
Sounds good. Can you laugh a little bit? Can you go?
Oh.
Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Maybe you should write some questions in envelopes, and I'll come out.
I'll probably just freak the kids out. Hey, little kids. Oh.
Put some questions and put them in envelopes, seal them up, and then I'll guess what they are. The answers to the questions.
That might work.
Yeah. But make sure if you ever get to the Slauson cutoff, you get out of your car and cut your Slauson off.
You got to do some... did Johnny Carson do paper clippings, newspaper stuff like Jay Leno did, like weddings and stuff like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, he did some newspaper stuff, but not much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jay Leno did mostly the weddings and stuff, weird names together.
David Letterman did some of those newspaper stuff.
Leno did the ones with the weddings. Some of them were pretty good. Like, just to give an example, like bend over,
Dick pushing.
Yeah,
the Dick pushing wedding.
Yeah, just weird. A lot of weird stuff. Yeah. We had to think 2 people with that name would get married. So.
Yeah. Wild and crazy.
There's one wedding I saw. The groom's name was Jammer, and the bride's name was Good. Jammer Good.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even think about that, but eggnog would have been good.
Yeah, I don't have any.
No, me neither.
How about a shot of eggnog and then whiskey behind it? Yeah. Or a shot of a raw egg.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Let's go. All right. You want me to end it, or you got it?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, let me get this out. All right. See you on the next one.
Hey!
That sounds like Rocky.
Yo, Adrian.
Oh, that's long.